Hey, Fox is bringing Name That Tune back. I think they're riding that masked singer, masked dancer wave, and they are bringing back the famous game show of Name That Tune.
Yes, believe it or not, I actually saw a promo for this. I'm not how did that happen.
Yeah.
Not sure how that made its way in front of me.
I always joked if that show comes back, I'd be great at it. But now that I think about it, I don't know if I'd be good at like all genres. I'd be good at pop and country.
Well, that's the majority of what you need. But maybe they're still doing. You think they're still doing like classic rock or something on there?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think I would do okay, but
yeah. I think your musical background, you definitely do good.
Well, so much of it is you got to know the trivia more than you do the song, it seems like. You know, because like, I remember watching that show a lot when I was a kid. Did you ever watch it? I think maybe it was on in syndication or something.
Yeah, I remember like the bidding part where it's like, I can name that tune in so many beats or notes or whatever.
Notes,
thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, get it right, Kate. Come on.
I don't remember the trivia part. So go ahead.
Well, the trivia part being like this artist bit the head off a bat or something like that. And then,
okay.
And then eventually narrow it down to the song title or whatever. And then, they'd be like, I can name that tune in 2 notes. And the other person's, okay.
Because you know who the artist is, essentially.
Name that tune would be what the person would say.
Right. But because you narrow
it... not just the artist, the song title.
Yeah. But I mean, like, they've narrowed it down that you're trying to name an Ozzy Osbourne song, right?
Well, it wouldn't just... Not necessarily. You might not give away the artist as one of the clues. But yeah, more or less, you would... I
mean, that just narrows it down as opposed to, like, we're going to go with a song. It came out between 1995 and 2010. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least it's narrowed down to, like, you've kind of got an idea.
Yeah, they're giving you a lot of hints
with all the trivia leading up to it.
Yeah, because you could even name that tune in no notes. And
okay.
Naming that tune in 1 note is pretty much naming that tune in no notes because 1 note means nothing if there isn't a second note to tell you what that first note might have been. If that makes sense.
I forgot about the trivia part. That kind of helps you eliminate a major part of like...
Yeah, they might say this song went number 1 in 1977 or something.
Right.
And then give you additional clues to let you know that, oh yeah, that was... I wish I could think of a song that was number 1 in 1977, but I'm not that good, Kate.
I don't know if I could help you either.
Okay, well, what a fail we are this morning. That's okay.
Well, let's be honest, Matt. 1977, not that we don't know any music before us, but we were not born in 77. And if we're going to go with, like, the famous music genres or decades, is 77 really one to be memorable?
Good chance, actually. There might be some good songs in there.
Yeah. I disagree. I'm going to go with the 60s, 80s, and 90s.
Oh, man. I think a lot of people would disagree on a couple of those decades, but okay.
Well, they can fight me later.
Fight.
Right?
A virtual slap fight on the Matt and Kate Facebook page today.
Today. Bring it, Junior.
Today. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of artisanal special effects with my voice lately, Kate. You know that?
Yeah, non-special effects, like... It's all natural special effects.
Yeah, artisanal, human-made, like beatbox style. The dude from Police Academy / Spaceball, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But, for example, I rang in the new year the following morning, because clearly I can't make it to midnight, by going, you know?
That's what you did?
Pretty good, huh? Did you think that was next? Did that sound convincing?
I was impressed with the sound effect. Kind of like, oh, that's what you did? That's it? Like, did you plan it? I wake up on New Year's morning.
I woke up and I got the sleep out of my eyes and went to the mirror and went, and I go, Happy New Year. And then made some coffee.
There you go.
Is coffee's allowed on days off, Kate?
Coffee's allowed on days off. I wouldn't, like, why wouldn't you do coffee on days that you work when you're wanting, do you like the caffeine or do you like the flavor?
Actually, now that you mentioned, from time to time, I will strategically make a cup of coffee and consume it on the way to work. as an as needed deal. I try not to make it an everyday deal. I try to use it so that the caffeine actually has some kind of effect. So yeah, I do use it it's as needed medication for me though.
Okay. But it's for the caffeine and not for the taste.
Actually, I like the taste of coffee.
So why do you not do coffee on
black coffee?
Why do you just prefer tea over coffee?
For a couple of reasons. First off, tea is there's less caffeine in tea.
Okay.
If you're looking at black tea, like a bag of black tea is about half the amount of caffeine as a cup of black coffee. But currently I only drink green tea, which is about a quarter of the amount of caffeine as in a cup of coffee. And for whatever reason, when I'm here at the radio station, I'm already wired enough. I don't need to throw caffeine on that fire, you know. Okay. So I typically just save the coffee for off days as like an off day kind of treat. Have a cup of
Yeah,
I guess maybe I should have had some coffee this morning. I don't know.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't do coffee, and I do warm tea. It seems like when I don't feel good, but I don't particularly enjoy warm tea.
You say warm tea.
Yeah, as opposed to like iced tea.
Well, I know, but is that lesser than hot tea, or is that what you mean?
I can't drink hot tea. It burns the hell out of my mouth, so I have to wait till it's warm. So I make it hot, and then I wait till it dies down, and then it's not as good. That's probably why I don't like it.
Might be okay. I don't know.
I know. So I just sit over here and yawn while you're all juiced up, and I'm like, man, I wish I could have some speed this morning.
Wow, okay.
I know. I'm just jealous.
I know a lot of people consider caffeine to be a drug. I mean, there is the famous episode of Saved by the Bell.
Right? Jesse Spano.
That's right. Jesse, you are using? I need them. Come on, Kate.
So excited.
There we go.
I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
Jesse, remember when we were on our bicycles and went through the woods and it got scary? Something like that, right? Something like that.
Oh, that's funny. I don't remember the next part. I just remember the Pointer Sisters dancing and them falling apart. I'm so scared.
Yeah, because she was supposed to be part of the group. I believe the name of the group was Hot Sunday. Isn't that right? Okay.
I don't know that one, Matt.
Not to be confused with Zack Attack.
Not to be confused.
Good old Zack Attack when Zack got that oversized ego and then failed or whatever.
No. Zack did? Stop it.
Yeah, time out. I don't think so.
Time out.
Oh, man.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen now has a new show on MTV. It's called Deliciousness. And it's a play off of the Rob Dyrdek show Ridiculousness, which we quite enjoy in our house.
I'm not familiar with that show.
It's kind of like America's Funniest Videos, except for there's Rob is the host, and then he's got two co-stars, and they just make fun of these videos and laugh. And Deliciousness is because Tiffany has this food background, which means she's had a cookbook out and she's been on some cooking shows. But other than that, I don't know if she still has. That's called a cooking background these days. It's all funniest food videos.
That's the education one needs. Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely, the Deliciousness is more family friendly than the Ridiculousness, but the Ridiculousness is really funny.
So does she go by Tiffany Amber Thiessen, or is it just Tiffany Thiessen now?
No, it's Tiffany Thiessen.
Okay.
Yeah, she dropped Amber.
But you don't want to give up.
I know, I don't. Because I don't know if some people would know her as Tiffany Thiessen. You go, oh, Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Yeah, okay.
Now, are we supposed to say Mary Olson soon, you know?
Right.
Kate.
Mary Kate.
And Ashley.
But I don't think it's Mary Olson. Or not Mary Olson. It's not Mary Kate Olson. It's Mary Kate and Ashley Olson. I think that's the correct. I'm just kidding.
I I was like, they're not conjoined.
They don't have solo. They don't have solo identities. It's Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Conjoined twins. Yeah.
That's it.
Now, one did the majority of the work on Full House. Do you remember which one that was?
I did not know that one.
One of the Olson twins. Yeah, one of the Olson twins was
cuter.
I guess so. Yeah, more symmetrical.
Not as duck face as the other.
Right.
Which Olson twin was married to the French guy who's super old and weird?
No,
is that Mary-Kate?
No clue. I have no idea.
You don't know?
I don't know which of the Olsen twins is married to some old French guy.
Yeah, he was the brother of the president of France, Sarkozy.
Oh, okay.
I could probably spell it, but I don't know if I could pronounce it.
I believe you said his name correctly.
I think that was Mary-Kate.
Okay. All right. I believe you. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like you mentioned before, they're pretty much the same person. So
totally.
Yeah.
The same person. I don't know. I don't know how they went from like these cute little girls to these weird, reclusive, fashion icon-ish. I mean, they're not my fashion icons, but a lot of people like loved what they were wearing. And I just remember like one time it looked like they were wearing trash bags. And I was like, I don't get it. Hefty. Wimpy. Okay.
It seems like Kanye West came in and kind of ripped off their style.
Yeah. He was like, Olson's nothing. Easy. Woo.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if he was just like, okay, here's the new garbage bag look. But maybe not. They had their own label, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
I want to say have their own label. I don't know that it's...
Okay. Yeah, I would think so. That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Ooh, what handbag is that? Oh, it's an Olsen Twins. Is it the Olsen Twins label?
I don't think it goes by their... I think they've got their, like a brand. Not just like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. That'd be a long little tag on the purse. Yeah, not big into fashion, Matt.
You're not?
No. I mean, I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm very lazy. So I do a lot of leggings and tennis shoes and hoodies and sweaters. Yeah. I mean, I still read the magazines.
You read the magazines or you just look at the pictures?
Okay, so who has magazines anymore? I don't know. But when I have to be somewhere that has magazines, I flip through. I used to love reading People magazine, though. I would read that one.
Yeah.
When you're getting your hair done and they have trashy magazines, you're like, yes, let's read this.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people just use TMZ now instead, or people.com instead of the printed.
Us Weekly. Yeah.
Us Weekly.
Yeah, I go there quite a bit.
People's a good choice because they're less awful.
Not as trashy.
Yeah, they actually work with the celebrities, you know?
Most times, there's still going to be like a source close to so-and-so said. And it's like, come on, people. Don't pull that stuff. Tell us who said it. We want to know.
They're not going to try to sneak a photo of someone's baby, or at least they're less likely to do so than us or one of the other brands.
I agree. And I think People also have lots of human interest stories with non-celebrities from around the country and the globe that I like those too. So
People still your choice for tabloid-y
or
tabloid adjacent. Yeah, okay. I think that's a good selection, yeah.
When Monty and I moved in together, I moved to his area. So I left the Kansas City area, and it was in the middle of nowhere. And we didn't have cable, and it was a big day when my mail finally started to get forwarded, because then I got my People magazine, and I would usually, like, I could knock out People magazine in like an hour and a half. It was just my quiet time. I would read People. I would stretch my People magazine to a couple of days, because I was like, I don't want it to be over, because I'm going to have to wait a couple of days till I get the next one when I'm leaving in the middle of nowhere. And this is my form of entertainment. It was a big day when People magazine came to my mailbox.
Did you ever rub the perfume advertisements on your face or wrists or whatever?
No.
Okay.
No, you give it a good smell. But People didn't have as many as like Cosmo did and Vogue.
Some included a little vial, right? that you could, a little sample? Is this, am I not remembering?
I never got
I
those.
thought maybe magazines came with maybe a packet of something. I subscribed to Maxim once upon a time. Back in my early 20s. Yeah, I was trying to be hot, Kate.
I was going to say, back in your college days, get your Maxim posters up.
My Maxim posters? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I don't think such a thing existed. I mean,
Maxim posters didn't exist?
I mean, you could tear out a page and put that on the wall or something. I don't know. Is that what you...
I'm not thinking like teeny boppers, like where you unfolded a 4-page poster of New Kids on the Block, which I did all the time. But weren't there certain Maxim like photo shoots that were then made into posters?
Oh, not that I'm familiar with. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not saying they didn't exist. I don't know.
Okay. You just got it for the articles. I get you.
Yes. Oh, man. I thought I'd learn things in there, Kate. So, you know.
I mean, quality journalism at Maxim, right?
Quality journalism, yes. Yeah. They try to teach you how to treat your lady friends, you know, things like that.
Okay. Anything about like skincare or...
skincare stuff.
That was on there too?
Well, I believe you and I one day talked about flossing and rinsing and brushing and like the order you do it. I remember actually, I believe Maxim was where I first read the floss, Listerine, then brush order before later I read it in a different place, which I can't recall the publication. We're like, no. You want to do it the opposite way. You want to brush, then floss, then Listerine. So, yeah, I recall that first order from Maxim probably 20 years ago or something.
The incorrect order was from Maxim?
Well, okay, so Maxim's order was floss, then Listerine or mouthwash, then brush. So is that the wrong way?
I think so, because then aren't you brushing away what you've just Listerined? You know what I mean? Isn't Listerine supposed to leave like some things to protect your teeth? And
I could have sworn you called me out for having it the wrong way when I had said...
I'm just more like shocked that you can remember. I read it in Maxim 30 years ago. No, 20 years ago. You know, I'm like, I read People magazine, or I read cosmetology. I would have a lot better hair if I read a cosmetology magazine. Cosmopolitan, Cosmo. I don't know. I don't remember that stuff. I'm very impressed that you remember that you read it from Maxim.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it was Maxim, yeah.
Well done.
I didn't subscribe to a bunch of those type of magazines, just Maxim.
I don't know why I would be super impressed about your memory. I mean, everything that I'm learning about you, you have a superhuman memory. So, never mind.
Yeah,
I should
you
have
take
known
that
better.
back.
Matt was going to remember that. Should have known better.
Tisk.
So I'm having kind of a, it's not my better hair day. It's like a get by hair day. And I'm taking Elliot to get her hair cut today. And I'm super embarrassed because I don't want my hair lady to see my hair like this. So I'm like, do I just wear my hat the whole time while I'm in there? Or
probably, yeah.
How do I cover it up?
So you share a stylist or no?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do. Yep.
Think she'll invite you over? Like, hey, come on over here. I'll fix that mess.
I know. What's happening here? Like,
Right. Since the listeners can't see it right now, Kate's hair looks like a bird's nest over here. It's a mess.
A little bit.
It looks fine. It looks fine.
I thought it was dry when I fell asleep last night, and it wasn't completely. So I've got this like bubble going on in the back. So it's not like untamed like a bird's nest, but definitely a bird could nest in the bubble that is there. It's fine. It's fine. It's days like these when I'm like, this is when I miss my ponytail. I don't miss the ponytail when I'm in the shower, when I don't have to use any shampoo, but I miss the ponytail when I don't want to do my hair.
Yeah. Ponytails are underrated, Kate, I think.
Oh, I love a good ponytail.
Yeah, I think they look a lot hotter than people realize, but whatever.
Than the bubble hair?
It'd be a real upgrade for you, Kate, right now. I mean, come on. Wouldn't take much.
Yeah, if you could just grow that'd be great.
Hey, we know last week we were talking about the Britney do. There you go. I think didn't someone say, isn't there a razor in the ladies? Yeah, take advantage of the razor in the ladies' restroom.
I think it's going to take more than just Venus razor.
Shave that head. Shave that head.
Shave it. I don't know, Matt. You're pretty good with the old trimmer.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, Matt, knock it back.
I should cut your hair on Facebook Live one day.
Right?
Okay.
You put some sweet fades in the back.
Yeah, do a little stair step. Let's do a little stairs on the side of your head.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And get Mahomes on the back.
Correct.
Could you do an arrowhead maybe?
Yes. Easily. I figure if I can trim the back of my head and not do any design, I'll be honest, I can't draw an arrowhead in the back of my own head. But if I can trim the own back of my head and not miss spots, I would assume I could probably do an arrowhead. So let's try on yours first.
Okay. I was going to say, how do you know you can't do an arrowhead on your head? Have you tried?
No, I have not. Well, here's the problem. And that is, I'm not a very good artist. I can't draw. I'm not very good with even a pencil. So I would say trying to move from that to razor, I assume it would get worse, but
I don't
maybe
see
not.
it going well, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and you know what happens when you assume, Kate?
I do.
Okay, what happens?
Getting a lot of trouble.
Miyasuma.
Making ass out of you and me.
It's umasa. That's what happens. Okay, come on.
Okay, my bad.
I thought you knew that.
I didn't know that part.
Sheesh.
Umasa?
You never pay attention to me.
No, umasa.
Yeah.
Okay.
You assume, rearrange the letters, and you can say, ooh, it's umasa. See?
Oh, okay. Is that a Matt original?
Yes. Can you tell?
Do you have to give credit to somebody?
No. Yeah. I
would.
I try to keep things. You would. Actually, that's still worse if someone else did that and I lifted that.
Right.
Isn't that still worse than it being an original work? I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh.
Fine.
Fine. I love it.
Yeah, I think Yumi As is probably the actual way to do it, but whatever. Try to mix it up and come up with different words, but oh man.
Funny.
After a holiday weekend, Kate, my brain.
I know.
Asking so much of it.
I know. I was going to do so much this past weekend, and I didn't.
Nothing.
I know.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I mean, it was normal vacuum day and clean up, but I definitely got a nap in. And
wow. Vacuum?
Yeah.
Impressive.
It's either Saturday or Sunday, and the kids hate it. We just want to hang out. I'm like, well, if you picked up your stuff, didn't make a mess, then we wouldn't have to do this once a week.
This is why you clean as you go.
Right. But Matt, okay, so I have a lot of hair. For having short hair, I have a lot of hair.
You got a thick head of hair.
I do. Both of my girls have a lot of hair, and we have a dog.
Have you thought about plucking it?
My hair or their hair?
Well, start with yours before you move on to the children. See how effective it is.
Well, yeah.
Thin it out. Thin it out, Kate.
I had to cut the vacuum the other day. Not cut the vacuum, but cut out the vacuum. Because between my hair, the girl's hair, and the dog's hair, we had acquired quite the...
Gross.
Oh, my gosh.
Your house
and I
is
just
full
don't
of
even...
hair.
Yes. Like, we vacuum once a week.
Mm-hmm. And it's still pretty okay.
I mean, you don't see it. But then when I'm vacuuming and I went to move the vacuum and I caught a glimpse of it, and I was like, are you kidding me? I had to cut all this hair out of the vacuum. It was so gross. It was a lot of hair, Matt. A lot of hair.
Yeah, I can imagine. Back when I had longer hair at least, there'd be times I'm like, that's gross. There's a hair right there. And obviously it was mine. And then I would think, man, imagine if that hair was like twice as long. That'd be like normal length for a woman. And then, imagine if it was a big old thick head of hair on me. If I had a big old sponge like you got over there.
Right?
Geez, I can't. Although it seems like not a single hair ever leaves your head. I don't understand, but whatever.
It's all over my back. It's fine. Like, I'll take
what?
Not on my back, like on my shirt. Like I always have somebody pulling.
This was the show we learned that Kate's got a back hair issue.
Hairy back. No, people are always pulling hairs off my back of my shirt. Like, oh, you've got a hair. I'm like, yeah, I got a lot of hair. But it's not like attached to my body. Oh my gosh.
What?
Well, you were talking about like hair on my back. I was just saying hairs that fall off of my head fall on my shoulders or
Clinging
my back.
to your shirt or whatever, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But in the shower, I always, instead of like letting the hair go down the drain, if I get hairs on my hand, I put it on the shower wall. And then after I get out of the shower, I like wad it up and then throw it in the trash.
Okay.
And one time I forgot to put it.
Good tip.
I wadded it up, but I didn't grab it.
Yeah.
And I scared the hell out of, I think it was Elliot. She thought there was a spider in the shower. I was like, no, that's just my hair. Let me grab it. Put it in the trash can. Because you don't want all that hair to go down your drain.
Yeah.
So you just slap it on the wall.
Yeah, hair is so gross.
I know. I don't know how hairstylists or barbers do it. Like I kind of get that when I see all the hair on the floor or when it's like on your, whatever it's called, apron.
Yeah, to me, just a single strand of hair somewhere is like, oh, there's a hair right there.
Oh, no. See, single hair doesn't do it for me. Okay. Single hair, that happens. Like there has to be like a gaggle or a nest or a
gaggle of hair.
Cluster of hair.
Oh, man. Okay.
So I told you that we got Hulu last week.
Yes, yeah, Hulu. You said Santa brought Hulu, or Monty said Santa brought Hulu. Yeah,
Monty said Santa brought Hulu. Yeah, we are way behind on a lot of these shows that we knew existed, but we've never seen. So, can I tell you what Elliot and I really got into this weekend?
Please,
Dr. Pimple Popper.
No.
Yeah, Matt.
Why?
Yeah, Matt. Yes.
You just talked about getting grossed out by hair. And you go and gagging if you see hair potentially at the salon on the floor. A gaggle of hair on the salon. And then next topic, watching Dr. Pimple Popper on Hulu. Okay, go on.
So like when someone's got a hair follicle that's clogged and now it's a golf ball size bump on their head and it's like turns out to be this giant ball of hair under the skin. Yeah.
Why?
Elliot says she likes all their stories. I said, I wish it wasn't like their sad story. I wish it was just, this is what I've got. Now let's get rid of it. But Elliot's like, no, I really like their stories. And
what's that mean?
And I feel so bad for them because they do like a little background story. Like I've had this bump on my forehead for 3 years and this is my life. And I'm really like feeling bad about myself because of this, bump. And it's a little backstory and it's sad. And Elliot likes to hear their stories. And I'm like,
that's sweet.
Why did they let it go so long? Get to the doctor and get it out. Yeah.
Oh, man.
They spend too much time on the backstories. Just get to what they've got and get it out. If
that was my forehead, I would have taken a rusty spoon to it by now. Jeez.
Exactly. So.
Well, that's disgusting, Kate. I'm glad that you found a show you like, though.
Yeah, that we can watch as a family.
Gather around
the dinner table.
Here comes the pus. Great. Oh,
here comes the lipoma.
Right.
Yep, learning all sorts of new words. And
who wants pudding now? Who wants vanilla pudding?
And they also, a big thing is like, don't try to do this at home. I'm like, oh, you bet your life I would do that at home if I had something like that.
Like what? Like they Lancet or something like that?
Yes.
Some kind of laser apparatus or what?
Let's sterilize a sewing needle. I am going to pop that sucker.
Ugh.
Yeah, but...
Is that what they're using at the dermatologist or at Dr. Pimple Popper?
No, but at home.
Got the sewing kit here.
Like, don't do this at home. Like, we don't need to numb it. Let's just quick drain it.
So are you gonna try to binge through this entire series or what?
Oh, I feel like we need to like not do too many in a row. We did like 3 in a row the other day, and I was like, okay, we need a break. We need a break from this.
Are you allowed to watch that one close to bedtime or not? We've talked often about how you try not to watch murder before bed or whatever.
I haven't watched it before bedtime. That's probably a good thought that is not something I want to fall asleep to or be right before sleep.
Right. You wake up in the middle of a giant zit or whatever.
Right.
Or you're the whitehead or...
I've covered in them or I don't, yeah.
Oh,
I know. I haven't done that one.
Well, I won't be watching this show, but I look forward to your updates, Kate. Hopefully you have some good stories to share with us. I'm sure the listeners would love to hear them without ever having to watch the show. Although I know it's popular. I know it's popular.
It is. That's what I'm thinking, that probably the listeners who do watch it are like, girl, you're years behind. Come on.
Yeah.
There's no updates.
Yeah. My mom likes that stuff. She likes those videos.
Does she?
Yeah, she'll watch them there on YouTube.
This one lady had a 55-year-old blackhead, Matt. 55 years.
Sheesh.
55 years. She noticed it was just something small.
What, you write that on your calendar when it first appears or what? Or is like graduation day or something?
Like she had a small child and now her child was 55. So she was like, it's probably about 55 years. I know.
Where was it?
By her ear.
By her ear.
Not like in her ear, but like jawbone, ear. So she could kind of cover it up with a little bit of hair. But it was, I'm trying to think, it was smaller than a golf ball. It was probably like quarter size.
Smaller than a golf ball.
I know, some of these bumps.
A horrifying way to describe a blackhead, right?
Blackhead.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. And she said her sister tried to help her with it in the 70s, and it hurt so bad she just never tried again. I'm like, huh? Why wouldn't you, every time you see your doctor, every year, you'd be like, can you dig that out? Okay, thanks.
Sheesh. Ugh.
Yeah. But they were able to like stitch her up. So like one side was a little bit tighter. So it was almost like plastic surgery on that side. And so she got a little tighter smile on the other side.
Oh, look at that. So it paid off. Great.
Looky there. If only you had a matching blackhead on the other side. It could really give you a good smile.
Right. Got a stroked out looking face. One side smiley and the other side just kind of me.
Right. One side, the Joker. Yeah. Or no, Two-Face. Two-Face? That's what
Two-Face. Yeah. A good Batman villain there, Kate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not as good as the Joker, but...
Harvey, right?
Yeah, Harvey Dent.
Not as good as the Joker.
I didn't know you knew Batman so well.
Oh, yeah. The Batman, the cartoon. Like, if you start getting into, like, was that the Heath Ledger or Robert Pattinson or Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, I'm out.
Oh, speaking of which, Batman the Animated Series is coming to HBO Max, Kate, this month.
Watch out. Because you know what's on?
What's that?
Hulu.
Who cares?
Is Animaniacs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right there in that
who cares? Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I was going to say, before you said it, I was going to say, who cares in comparison to Batman? I mean, what are you talking about?
Who cares?
Well, it's funny because the Bruce Timm, who was co-creator of the animated series, was a Tiny Toons. There you go.
Tiny Toons.
A Tiny Toons alumnus. So he moved from Tiny Toons over to Batman the Animated Series, and so Animaniacs is almost in the Batman universe. So almost, but no.
Is that what? I mean, they were on like back to back to back after school, so that's why we caught Animaniacs and Batman. Yeah,
right. Batman the Animated Series. I love that show. It came out when I was like 11 or 12 or something like that.
Yeah, and I was going to say right around there.
I've got it on Blu-ray. The whole series on Blu-ray. Got the special pack that came with the little vinyl Funko style characters and everything.
Watch out.
Yeah, it's a key nostalgia for me, Kate. So anyway, I'm more pleased that a whole bunch of other people, hopefully new kids, can discover Batman the Animated Series via HBO Max this month. So
via HBO Max, yeah. Both my brothers were big into that. I have one brother who's super Superman, and I have one brother who's super Batman. So it's always funny when there's gifting. I'm the odd man out. My sister loves Wonder Woman. Michael loves Superman. Patrick loves Batman. And I'm just happy that they love those things. That's great, guys.
You don't have a superhero?
I don't.
Yeah.
I have appreciation for all three.
Maybe we talked about She-Ra briefly, good. But you weren't really that into it. Okay.
No, She-Ra was trying to even the playfield, but She-Ra was not as cool as He-Man. It's just, it's they dropped the ball with She-Ra.
I thought the cartoon was actually pretty good, but whatever.
Obviously, I've let it go, so.
Yep.
Moved on from that.